It is a beautiful, clear day here in New Jersey, and I'm going to do some prepping. So I thought I'd bring you along. I'm going to make my own granola bars, and I'm going to make my own pickle de gallo. You heard it right, pickle de gallo. Wish me luck. I'm not sure how any of this is going to go because I'm winging it, and I thought I'd bring you along for the ride. Look at the snow. We didn't do too bad. This is Bailey's potty path. I think you can see him. There he is. There he is. Yeah, I make him a potty path on the deck. So let's get started on these and wish me luck, folks. I won't give you the points till the very, very end because I haven't figured them out yet. Again, winging it. Let's go. All right, we have a beautiful, big, clear bowl. Again, I am winging this, so the amounts might change as we cook or as we make because I really, again, just wanted to get this done because this stuff's going to get stale soon enough. So from the granola, if you remember right, I had this, did you see it? Puffed millet. I got this at Sprouts. I'm sure Whole Foods has it, but it's these stores are very low in points. All right. All right, got a cup of that and then some. I'm gonna clip on that bad boy. Yes. And we have a cup of, I have it in this container, puffed walnuts. All the same things that we put in our granola. And I'm actually gonna make another batch of that because it really was a hit here. Cup of that. That little clippy went. All right. Let's grab a cup of rolled or old-fashioned oats because that is in a granola. I mean bars. Toss. Oh, I forgot the puffed rice. How could I forget the puffed rice? Let me go grab the puffed rice. Just a toss first. Everything combined. Looks like they're making these of a good bar to me. All right, we have our box of brown rice. Sorry about the camera angle, but you know, this is a very low budget production here. All right, a cup of that. I'll give it a nice crunch. Okay. All right. That's now for the other accoutrements, I like to call them. I'm going to have some plain seeds. These are sunflower seeds. We'll put 2 tablespoons of these. Like I said, totally winging this. 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds because all your good bars have seeds in them. Alrighty, let's see. I have I have pecans because I think bars need nuts, honestly. You could use walnuts if you have them. I only happen to have pecans, so that's what we're going to use. But again, walnuts would most definitely work. Whoops. Come on. Come on. These are already chopped. I got mine from Nutstop. There's a link for 10% off in my bio link if you're a new customer to them. They have wonderful, fabulous nuts, dried fruits, and of course these chia seeds. Yeah, I'm gonna put a tablespoon because these are just really high in protein. I just think it's gonna add a little layer. It'll add a protein. A tablespoon of that. All right, some cinnamon because give this a toss. Everything all mixed. Because we want it to taste good, don't we? So we're going to start off with a tablespoon of cinnamon. I may increase that. Cinnamon. Now, of course, you could put nutmeg if you like nutmeg. You could do like a chai spice and put some chai, some cardamom, some ginger. I might increase that cinnamon a little bit. We grab some salt. I think I'm going to wait on the salt until I get the liquid in there. So let me see, make sure I put everything that I wanted to put in there so far. Oh, nope, I haven't. I'm going to put a little bit of monk fruit because we'll use this. I want it just extra sweet. It's like 2 tablespoons. Again, you might not want to add that, but I do. Just grab a spatula. This one will be fine. So now we need to make it sticky. And my oven is preheated. I forgot to mention that. Oven is preheated, so let me grab, okay, half cup. We're going to do a half cup of the skinny syrups. I'm using the maple donut, but I think anyone would really work. Smells really good. Do a half a cup of that. Sorry about that bad angle. And I just got this at the store. If you saw my Food Finds Friday, you will see it. The Birch Benders monk fruit syrup. This is maple bourbon because, you know, oh, it smells insane. We have a cup of that. So I might have to increase these. I'm not sure. Again, winging it. And a splash of vanilla extract. I'll throw it in here. This is the imitation, so it doesn't really matter. And now we'll put in our dash of salt. So I don't know about you, but I like it sweet and salty. So let's give this a nice mix. Smells awfully good, I don't know why. But hey, how can it smell bad when you have maple and bourbon and maple and donut and cinnamon? I think I'm good on everything. I don't think I want to add anything else. I'm not really sure though. Again, winging it. Did I say that? Yes. Why don't we put some Lily's chips in here? Because we can. Only add a couple of points. Grab my chips. That's not my chips, these are my chips. Alright. Oh, I need another cup. I didn't go grab. Hold on. My measures. Alright, you can see I put 60 Lily's chocolate chips in there. Just for a little taste of chocolate. Alright, it's all nice and combined. I definitely think I have enough wet in here. But we won't know till we eat them. I was thinking of putting an egg in. I don't know. Like an egg white that would help them. I feel like it maybe needs... Again, I just don't know. I've never done this. So I'm thinking, I'm going to not put it in. If worse comes to worse and it doesn't stick together, it'll be a fantastic granola yet again. So that's where I'm going with this. I'm thinking about the egg, but you know what? I'm going to try it without it. Like I said, granola is always a good choice. Get this out of the way. I have my prepared 13 by 9 pan coated with nonstick spray. And we're just going to dump this all in here. I was going to use a bigger pan, but honestly, I don't know how these are going to be. So I just rather have them a little bit larger. You could always opt into a smaller pan next time if this actually works, because I'm sure not sold on it yet. Get all that chocolate out. Every Lily's chip is out. All right, and just press. Yeah, this is the perfect, because I don't want them too thin, I don't want them too thick. I think this will be just right for the first time. Again, maybe next time I'll double it and put it in one of those like cookie sheet kind of jelly roll pans. That might be really, really good. But again, I wanted to save some of this. I wanted to make some more granola because we really, like I said, we really enjoyed it. This is something very crunchy, very incredibly crunchy. And that's all you really want from a granola, taste and crunch. So this is nice and pressed. Now what I'm going to do, only because it's me, I'm going to just put a little salt because I like a little salty top. Now you could absolutely put more Lily's chips, or you could have added your chips here if you want to make sure they all have the equal amount of chips. I just, like I said, girlfriend winged it. Again, not sure how long these are going to bake because, yes, I'm winging it. So I will, when I come back, I will let you know how long they baked. We will cut them and we will try them. And let's hope for the best. Like I said, if nothing else, this will be a great pan of granola. While granola is baking, let's start on our pickle de gallo. You heard it right. Pickle de gallo, not pico, pickle. I saw this, some company makes it, and I haven't been able to find it. It's frustrating me. So then I thought, Dee, try to make it yourself. So that's what we're doing. I have a large bowl. I just cleaned my bowl. If it's good enough for you guys to see. What I'm going to put in here is about 1.5 cups of diced store-bought pickles. It looks like these. You know, any kind of kosher spear will work. I'm going to dump that in. I thought this would be so good on a hot dog or sorry for my reach, a burger, and or chips. I have 1 red bell pepper, 1 jalapeno pepper, and I have a little one of those little fancy orange peppers just for color. Dump it into the bowl. I have about 1/2 cup of diced sweet onion. I use Vidalia. Any onion you have will work. I'm a Vidalia girl. This looks delicious already. I knew I'd like this. It's all combined. And if you don't like jalapenos, just leave it out. We love jalapenos here. Hence why I had to have a jalapeno around. Okay. Now it says it calls for a pinch of sugar. So we're going to use a pinch of, you know what I'm going to say, monk fruit. So let's do a little, about a teaspoon over top. That was the monk fruit granular, and 2 tablespoons of the pickle brine. I'm actually going to do 3 tablespoons of the pickle brine because I think it needs a little bit more. I did add a little bit more pickle. And that is it. You let this sit and get all married. It smells so good. And you know, pickles, I don't count pickles. I'm not sure if you do, but I don't. So this will be a 0 point pickle de gallo. There you have it. That took me longer to chop everything. Now, could you put garlic in this? Sure. Could you put cilantro in this? Sure. I mean, but you have the dill from the pickles, the brine, so I don't really think it needs much. But again, this is your pickle de gallo. You want to do it, girlfriends and boyfriends? You do. You do you. This is your kitchen. This is just a base. You need to make things how you like them. But this is ready to go. I'm going to let it sit. We're going to check. I did add a couple extra minutes. Our bars have been in for, so far, it'll be 24 minutes when I go and check them. So let this sit. We'll put this in a container. Oh, I mean, this smells insane. You know, I'm going to have to taste this bad boy soon. All right, let's go check our bars. Let's taste our pickle de gallo. I love pickles, so I'm so excited to try this. How big can it be? Pickles, jalapenos, peppers. All good things I love. Oh, man. I'm using a cauliflower tortilla chip. Have a bite. I love it. Of course I would. Oh my God. Perfect for a hot dog, a hamburger, anything where you love pickles. A great sandwich condiment. No points, people. So yeah, that is a win. Oh, I don't have to look for that anymore. I'm in my own. Snap. All right. I just pulled our bars out and we'll let them cool. Then I'm going to cut them and we'll taste those. Everything's crossed. All right, just pulled the granola bars out of the oven. They baked for 24 minutes. We'll see. They smell really good. They look really good, but do they hold up like a bar? We'll let them cool completely. I'm going to cut them up and I'm going to figure out the points as well. So depending on how many I get, they'll determine the points. Because I really, honestly have no idea because I haven't been tracking the points in my ingredients. I've been just winging this. I love to bring you my creativity when I create. This is how I do it. I act first, find out points later, and then I adjust from there. But they look really nice. I'm duly impressed with myself. I love that I got seeds and nuts and chocolate in there, so I'm super duper excited. So I hope they taste good. Because if they don't taste good, it's no sense. I don't care if there's 0 points. If you're not eating them, they're not worth it. All right. All right, let's taste. I got 16 bars out of the recipe. Now they're not long and skinny, they're kind of short and fat. If you put them together, if you cut it just in half and put it like, it would look like a, are they a little bit flimsy? I mean, they hold up, but if I wiggle it, it would probably fall apart. So have to work on keeping them a little bit more structurally sound. But how do they taste? I love them. 1 for 1 point, 2 for 2 points, 3 for 3 points, and so on. They're really, really good. I really, really like them. Maybe I would add an egg to give it a little bit more structure. We'll see. But definitely the taste is spot on. The combination of syrups worked beautifully. The nuts, the seeds, everything taste-wise is quite on point. So I'm extremely happy with that. Let's come back and see what else I'm making. Now let's get started making some muffins. I got this email from the WW Zingle. I don't know if you guys get that, or is it local to me? I don't know. But they send out 2 emails a week, inspiration and sometimes information and sometimes recipes. So they sent a skinny blueberry muffin. Well, if you know me well enough, I don't like blueberries. Not even a little bit. But I thought I have some leftover strawberries from my donuts. Why not try a strawberry muffin? Couldn't hide. And I did tweak it a little bit of what the ingredients I had on hand. So let's get started. Number 1, my oven is preheated to 425. That's what the directions say. You cook it for so long and then you lower the temperature. Again, I'm following the rules. We'll see how it goes. Couldn't hide. So in my bowl, I have 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. To that, I'm going to add some baking powder, about 2 teaspoons. So we will do 2 teaspoons. And a pinch of salt. So I'm just going to grind some sea salt in there. And that is your dry ingredients. So let's give them a nice little whisk and all combined. Alrighty, we'll set this aside. We'll grab another bowl. I hate 2-bowl recipes, but I am following the rules. Clean bowl. To this, we will add 1 egg. This is actually the last egg I have in my house. This is a little bit sad. I only have 1 egg in the house. And 1/2 cup of unsweetened vanilla or regular cashew milk. Let's get these whisked. That egg broken up. Okay. Teaspoon of vanilla. Quarter cup of non-fat Greek yogurt. I'm using the Trader Joe's brand because I was there and I got it. It's actually pretty nice. I really liked it. I would say at your local Trader Joe's, try out their yogurt. It's actually rather good. Not cheap as what I'm used to, but delicious nonetheless. And it called for a half a cup of vegetable oil, but I thought that was really too much. And I don't have any applesauce, so we're just going to do 2 tablespoons of veg oil. I figure that's better than none. All right, let's get these all mixed up. Now I could add more yogurt if I think it needs it instead of oil. All right, now we're going to add our wet to our dry. Let me grab the bowl. You know me, I hate dirty bowls. Back to the papalawa. And we're going to dump this in there. Get all of that goodness out. I hate when people don't scrape their bowls. I'm sorry, I am paying points for this. You're going to get every stinking last drop. I could squeeze this bowl, I would. Okay. Combine. Like I said, if I think it's too dry, then I will just add a little bit more yogurt as opposed to adding, not going to add any more oil, but I am a little bit low on the oil. I don't add any more milk because I think the yogurt would be actually more denser. Should get 12 muffins out of this. And as you say, should. It's a little bit dense. I'm going to maybe do a little drop more of the milk. Let me go grab a little bit more milk, a little bit more yogurt. We'll do a whole other quarter cup of the yogurt. It's not going to cost many points, so I don't know. I'm pretty free when it comes to yogurt, quite honestly. And I have another, not even a tablespoon of milk. So that'll help thin it out a little bit. Much better. Okay, now we're going to fold in our strawberries that I dusted with a little scant tablespoon of flour. It's about 1.5 cups of strawberries. Again, you like blueberries? You do blueberries. But we know Dee doesn't like blueberries, so she's doing strawberries. All right. All right, let's get our prepared muffin pan. All right, I'm going to divide the dough with my scoop between the 12 wells. And yes, I have mine lined with my silicone muffin liners. I'm just going to go, like I said, I'm making 12, so I'm just going to go around and fill these up. Of course, you can be a little bit neater than me. The recipe was figured for 12 muffins, so I am definitely going to make sure that these all get the same amount. I'm going to go around and tweak it a little bit, but that's what we do. I'm just going to have to, okay, now that they're all got some batter, now I have to get to put a little bit of little and extra in some. I'm going to finish filling these. Then we're going to top a few, which is not in the recipe, but you know, we are on Dish with D here. You know what she's going to put on top? Can you guess? You got it. Lily's chips. Because they're not going to cost us per muffin. And you know what? If I could put some chocolate with a strawberry, I'm doing it. Oops. As evenly as you can. Some might be a little bit bigger than others, but it's a bonus day. All comes out in the wash. Everything has to be perfect. We're not in the Food Network. But if Food Network calls, yeah, I'd go. It's as pretty good as we're gonna get. A little bit. This one feels like it's gypped. That looks about right. Grab my Lily's chips, which are right behind me. And just put a few on each. Remember, you're not eating all of them at once, so at least you're not supposed to. These come out to, on blue, 2 points a muffin. And if you used blueberries, it would probably be the same. And I'm sure purple would be the same as blue. Green, you know, I don't know. I'll give them about 4 each. Or, you don't need your gypped here. Alright, so I got 4 chips on each one. That one did. Okay, I'm going to put these in the oven. I will let you know the baking when I take that out. Alright, who noticed I forgot the sugar? Yeah. You bake them at 425 for 5 minutes. And then you lower the temperature to 375 and they'll bake for 20 more minutes. I threw a sprinkling of monk fruit on each one. It is what it is. You know what? They'll still be better for you without the thing, right? But we'll see. I may put a glaze. It might help, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. I'm not throwing them away. All right, just pop these bad boys out of the oven. Like I said, 425 for 5 minutes, 375 for 20 minutes. But the written recipe will be on my blog to get the accurate count. And like I said, I sprinkled each one with about I couldn't even tell you how much it was. Maybe half a teaspoon of monk fruit just to help it out. We'll see. We'll see. Remember, it's always going to be good. Everything has to be overly sweet. You can put a glaze on these bad boys. Everything in life is salvageable. Since we're doing a fun prep day, let's try the new Dash Mini Pie Maker, shall we? I'm going to try a little taco pie. I don't know. That's what I want to try today. Let's spray our little pie with some nonstick spray. Now I have a quarter of 2-ingredient dough that I rolled out. I'm just going to plop it in here like so. I'm going to cut off the ends too. We don't need all that. Probably could use the pie cutter it came with, but this is just a demo. I'm just seeing how it's going to work. And I have some leftover chili that I made. This is beef chili. Again, this is just for demonstration purposes. You could put turkey chili in here. So this is 3 points of dough and probably about a point's worth of chili, if that. And I'm going to put some, I have some Trader Joe's light shredded blend. I'm just going to put a little bit on there, not even enough to worry about, because it's more about the chili. This is just going to Just like a teaspoon. I have more dough. We're just going to just pull some of this off. Actually, by the time it's all said and done, I probably have a point's worth of dough off of here. Spray the top. And I'm going to put my little thing. Pull these off. Anything that comes off the side, just gonna pull it off. Yeah, I have a nice little amount of dough here. And I wouldn't say it's a point's worth, but between friends, you know, you could probably count that as 2 points. It's, you know, we'll let this go for probably at least 5 minutes. I like to form a seal, so I have to press it down. This is a new toy of mine. If you don't know, this is the Mini Dash Pie Maker. You can make sweet pies. You can make savory pies. This is, of course, what you would call a savory pie. This is, like I said, I'm just trying to try it out. Ball of dough. Maybe we'll just make a little dumpling out of it. We're going to let this go for a few minutes. We're going to come back on. I'm going to pop it out, and we're going to see how it cooked. See if we like it. All right, this has been baking or grilling, or what to call it, for about 4 or 5 minutes. Look at that. I'm loving this. I mean, what a cute little, like, individual pie I have. Look at that. It's baked perfectly. It is hot as can be. So I think this was a success. 2-ingredient dough. Filled it with something savory. Top it with some salsa, some sour cream, a little guacamole. You have yourself a taco pie. Now, it was 3 points of dough, but I took some off. So would you call it 2 points of dough? Yeah, you might, because I mean, you rolled out that piece, it would be pretty thin. So that's up to you. You could weigh it. I mean, I would count this honestly as 2 points. The filling would be another point. The cheese would be 0. So yeah, even if you cut it as 3, it would be a 4-point lunch. How stinking cute is this? I love this little pie maker. This is going to be quite a fun little addition to my repertoire of appliances, because you know what? If it makes life easier, then it's totally worth the money. That's what it's about. It's making life easier. You'll make this because it's easy. If it becomes complicated, you're not going to do it. Now let's try it with a tortilla. Now I used a little cutter that they gave me to make the perfect size for the bottom. And instead of using another top, I thought I would just use the strips to lattice it. Yeah, let's try how it works. Again, we don't know until we try it. Pop our tortilla in. Get it down in there. Grab your meat. And you can make these ahead of time for your lunches. Be so cute. Like a pie. You'll be the envy of your office. Look at the pie that she has. Again, you could weigh and measure how much exactly you have. You know, you have obviously a low-fat chicken and turkey. You won't have to worry about it. Just making sure I have enough because there's beans, there's tomatoes, there's peppers. I'm going to throw a little bit of the Trader Joe's cheese because it is a little bit of a taco pie. And then I'm just going to lay these pieces on top. Again, you don't need to do this, but you know, we'll just put a little bit over that center piece like this. We're going to spray it and put the lid on. We'll see how it comes out. I'll let this go for another 4 minutes. We'll come back and we'll see if it holds together. It might not, you know, but hey, nothing ventured, nothing gained. All right, it's been about 5 minutes. Let's check her. Look how cute does she look. I can get you her out. What do you think? A little bit smaller than the other pie, but honestly, just as many points. So what would you rather have for 3 points or 4 points? That or that? I'm going for this. Yep, this was a 3-point wrap. Actually, I didn't use most of the wrap, but still. I I think the dough works. You could use biscuits. You could use a different type of tortilla. I didn't have any 1-point tortillas around, so I used with what I had just to show you that it's just demonstrating the things what you can use. You could use toast, regular bread in here would work. A lot of things. So if you're like me, you love cute, adorable little one and done little pockets. How cute is that? Make a great lunch prep if you're a prepper. Again, easy things will help you on your journey, because if it's too complicated and too time consuming, you're not going to do it. You're just not. And I know that about myself. So I thought I'd show you a quick little how I'm going to use this bad boy. And I've got plans for this. Deep dish pizza. Imagine a pizza in here with sauce, pepperoni, and cheese. I mean, that's insane how that's going to be. How that's going to go. Yeah. This is a game changer for me. Let's see. What do we do? I don't know if I'm done yet. Let me check out what I left. I have to glaze my muffins. Okay. Our muffins had cooled. Aren't they stunning? Now, like if you heard me, I forgot to put the sugar in. It's been a bad weekend. The dog's having surgery. I'm not myself. Not that I'm blaming that, but... So I did sprinkle some on each muffin, but I wasn't going to take the whole batter out. So what I'm also going to do is put a little bit of monk fruit glaze on top. Just a little bit, not a lot. It's 0 points, so it's not going to affect the points. But in case they're too bland, this will help sweeten them a little bit. But yes, my recipe on the recipe blog will have the correct. We'll mention the sugar on that one. So it happens when you have too much on your mind. Yeah. So we're just going to throw a little dab on each one. And then we're going to have a taste. These are still 2 points on the blue and purple. Again, not sure about the green because I've been on the green long enough to know the points. It's been a while. So you guys can figure those out. Let's put like I said, a little dot. This is just monk fruit powder, a little vanilla, and some water. I didn't even use the milk. I'm just trying to keep it very basic. But again, you want to put milk in your glaze, then go right ahead. What do I always say? These are your muffins. You do what you need to do. These are not always, you don't need to do everything that I do word for word, action for action. You find what works for you in your world, and that's what you do. These would make a great mid-morning snack for 2 points, a great afternoon snack for 2 points. Great with your coffee or tea, whichever you drink. And 2 points is not tragic for a muffin. Not everything has to be 1 point. Actually, the Weight Watchers app has it as 3. But I did cut back on the oil. And I did change the sugar up. Yeah, I didn't add any. But I would have used a 0.1. They use Splenda, which cost you a point on the recipe, but not on the muffin, I don't think. So there you have your little, again, these are supposed to be skinny blueberry muffins, but Dee doesn't like blueberry, so she made skinny strawberry muffins. So shall we taste one? Because I'm on the fence with it. Okay. They really smell good. I will say that they do smell good. Let's taste. They're good. I like them. Let me just get you a good, that's a strawberry in the middle. Like I said, blueberries, raspberries, whatever is your berry would work. But, you know, I'm about strawberry. And yes, put the lilies in there. They smell, the vanilla really comes through. Well, I have it on the glaze and I have it in the muffin. They smell really, really good. So it's a hit. Again, recipe will be written in my recipe blog in the description box, dishwithdee.blogspot.com. I cannot post it on Facebook. Facebook calls it spam. So that is it for my prep. I think I'm done. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you make something from one of these and see that meal prepping, food prepping doesn't have to be complicated. It's little basic things like muffins that get you prepared, granola, or they weren't granola, that was granola. Granola bars that get you prepared. What else did I make? Pico de pickle. Pickle de gallo. Pickle Pico de Gallo. Either way, it's yummy. You need to make that. That's just was insane on my burger last night. It was so good. And I didn't film it because sometimes you just gotta eat. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, come join the Dish with D community on this ride of light and healthy living. I appreciate the support. I will see you again. Have a great day. Let me know if you decide to make any of these, and we will dish another day. Goodbye, folks. Hope you enjoyed.